Apologize in advance if Archie decides to cause havoc. But anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to try and see who else on here first. So it looks like we have Stephanie Seeger, Sue Parrish, and Kristen Hart. Is anyone else on?
No, I don't think so.
Perfect. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and get started for you. So I have, actually first I want to ask, because I know Sue and I know Kristen, but Stephanie, have we met?
No, I don't believe so. I actually am currently in classes at this class, so I'm just trying to get like a leg up before I'm certified. So, and Kristen has been inviting me to these and letting me participate, which has been amazing.
That's awesome. So, okay, well, since I believe Sue and Kristen both have participated in this before, I'll just try and gear this toward you and your business. Okay. So I might make it more of a conversation rather than me just talking at the screen. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that's great. And I'm actually at work right now. I'm on my lunch break, so I'll be on my lunch break till about 1:30. So whatever you can do in a short amount of time, I guess.
I can finish this in that short amount of time. No problem.
Oh, okay, so great.
I'll highlight the 5 main important things, and then once you're licensed and actually practicing, then maybe we can have a one-on-one appointment and go into a little bit more detail. How does that sound?
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, perfect. So there are 5 main things. Well, actually, since you're new, I want to ask, do you know what a home warranty is and does?
I know a little bit about it just from purchasing or selling my own home, but I don't know the other side of it.
Okay. Well, what do you know about it from your own experience?
So I know that it covers certain repairs on certain things for, I believe it's usually a year. And my understanding typically is the seller, at least it used to be, would pay for that as sort of like an incentive for the buyer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have a very good baseline understanding of everything. So that's awesome. So the easiest phrase and something that might be beneficial to one day memorize is basically home warranties offset the cost of repairs or replacement due to normal wear and tear. Okay? So sometimes they pay or cover the entire repair, less the deductible typically, and other times he's eating my hand. Archie is. And other times they simply offset the cost. It all depends on what broke down and if it's a normal wear and tear breakdown. So what I like to actually, do you happen to have any PDFs or copies of the warranty booklet? Does this look familiar at all?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So here's the deal. Well, do you have one on hand or no? Because you're at work.
I don't have one on hand. No. I've seen one before just from.
Okay, no problem at all. Give me 1 second because I'm going to stick him outside because he won't fit chewing. Okay. But can you hear me still?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, let's go outside. Oh. Okay. So basically, on pages 3 and 4 of our warranty booklet, we have what items are covered. Okay, so it goes over, it specifically outlines what's covered in regular print and what's not covered is in bold. Can you see how like that's more bold than that?
Yes. Okay.
And why is that? Well, because we want to be as transparent as possible. There are many home warranty companies out there, and a lot of them don't put that in their booklet. And I don't know all of the reasons why, except maybe it's because they don't want their competitors to have easy access to it. But home warranties in general cover the same things. Okay, so there are some differences or nuances, but in general they do. And then the biggest difference between companies is, for my company, we allow homeowners to choose their own licensed contractor for all covered repairs, but also it's the person that you're working with, so the home warranty rep. So, and I strive to provide the best service possible. I'm human, so I'm not perfect, but please let me know how I can help you, and I will. But basically, I strive to do my best for you, and the key thing here, if you remember one thing from this presentation so far or today, it's that, or you should remember that if you have an issue come up, please give me a call or send me a text and I'll call you back, and we'll see what I can do to help you. Because basically home warranties are made to, they have black and white rules, okay? Can you hear him barking? Yes.
It's okay.
I can still hear you.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going
Poor
to let him
thing.
sit there and see if he calms down.
He
Sorry.
will. He will. You just have to ignore him. He'll stop.
Okay, this is literally day one with him. So, anyway. Okay. I'm really sad that this is being recorded right now, but oh well. So, okay, let me just get him in here so he stops barking.
No. Blair.
What?
If you let him in, he's gonna learn that he's gonna sit there and bark.
Okay, go. No bark. Nope, get out. Okay. Okay, thank you for teaching me how to train him.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk.
Okay, that sounds good.
Dog training and home warranty, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, but so my point was, if you remember one thing from this conversation, remember that the home warranty terms and conditions, they're black and white. So when your clients call into the 800 number, they're talking to the people that, think of our customer service representatives like the people at Costco checking your receipt. They're looking to make sure you got what you paid for, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, and I'm the person, I'm like the service desk at Costco, okay? So I can help, maybe bend, finagle some rules or adjust things or do whatever it is that needs done. Hopefully, I have to get approval from my boss, but I'm usually pretty convincing when I try to be pretty persuasive, so, because I want to help my people out. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, okay, so that's huge. That's like the biggest, most important thing here, okay? So, but I'll tell you 5 main things now, and I already touched on one of them. So choose your own contractor, okay? Contractor of choice is huge. Why do you think that is, Stephanie?
Well, because then they don't have to go through a whole list of random people. If they know somebody that they trust, they can just use them, and they don't have to worry about it.
That's true, yes. And also, it can be beneficial. It can be beneficial because you get to choose. Well, basically, your homeowner is the one in control. They're the boss. So the home warranty company, as in APHW or America's Preferred, we're not controlling anything. So we're not we don't have a contractor that's reporting to us and saying, this is what's going on, and we don't have anything to do with that. So it's solely the homeowner's responsibility, or not responsibility, but it's their choice as to who they want in their home, and the contractor is working for them, not for the home warranty company, which is huge. So is that all? Is it easy enough to follow so far? Okay, so good. And I'm sure I have more points to state on that, but I'm going to be brief so that I can make him stop barking eventually. I'll give him a chew or something. Okay, so point number 2, List Secure. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, List Secure is a risk management tool. It's for the seller, and basically it's free legal coverage up to 2 years post-sale, maxing out at $1,000. Now, I haven't even told you yet that the seller also gets complimentary coverage during the listing period if at listing they choose to list with our warranty. So in your booklet, and once you get licensed, I'll go over this in more detail, but in your booklet, it has buyer coverage plans and seller coverage plans. The reason why there are fewer items in the seller coverage plans is because basically nothing's been paid for. So my home warranty company is saying, we're doing this in good faith that the home will close with a warranty, but a huge point for your sellers is, hey, you don't have to pay for anything. You can still get coverage during the listing period. And if, for God forbid, knock on wood, something ever were to happen and the home didn't close, then your sellers would not have to pay for that warranty plan, which is humongous. Because I don't know about you, but I get a little bit stressed out when I think about like having to pay for something, especially in advance. It's a lot, especially with the whole home purchasing or home selling process. There are just a lot of moving parts. So it's a relief knowing that you don't have to pay for that until closing actually happens. So
Yeah,
and then
I agree. Yeah. 'Cause I had to pay for mine before I closed, and that sucked.
really,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know I can't remember who it was that they used, but yeah, I had to put a deposit down for like a good faith. Yeah. It was
wow,
yeah.
I'm shocked. Hey, Kristen, by the way, that worked. He stopped working. You're a genius.
And I tell you what, the barking is only annoying to you. It wasn't annoying to me.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, the problem for me was it was distracting. So, and I was trying to
Wow.
focus on making sure I'm teaching you guys well, you know? So,
Yeah.
but thank you for the dog tips. So, okay. So the next thing I want to touch on, so we talked about choose your own contractor. We talked about List Secure, the free legal coverage for your sellers, and the complimentary coverage pre-sale. Now, Client Secure. Client Secure is another risk management tool, but rather than Can you hear me? Wait, can you hear me? Okay, sorry. I was getting another call and it automatically muted me, and I don't know why. But anyway, so there's free legal coverage for you as an agent. So should you at some point, do you know what errors and omissions are yet? That insurance?
No.
Okay. Kristen can probably explain this better than I can, or Sue. Kristen, is Sue actually on here, or is it you with two different devices?
It's me with two different devices. I'm recording on one and
Got it. Okay. So Kristen, if you want to elaborate a little bit on errors and omissions, what I haven't ever had to utilize it because with my role, I can't be a licensed agent. It'd be a conflict of interest. However, from my understanding, errors and omissions insurance is basically just insurance that if something were to go wrong in the transaction and your clients were to try to sue you post sale, it's the deductible. You'd have to pay a deductible, and then they would help cover that issue. Is there anything you'd like to add, Kristen?
it's basically your realtor insurance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So in some offices have multiple plans. Like I know one office that has a technology plan, I think for $1,000 deductible, and then like a regular errors and omissions plan with a $5,000 deductible. I don't know what the deductible is in your office, but I'll tell you this: should something like that happen, and if you at least get our warranty booklet on the back, page 11, this bottom waiver signed, even if they don't want to use it, or if they utilize the warranty and it closes with the warranty, either or, then we can reimburse up to 75% of your E&O deductible, maxing out at $3,750. And I bet you're trying to do the math right now, right? What $3,750 is 75% of what? It's 75% of $5,000. Does that make sense? Yeah. Awesome. So that's huge because I don't think I've ever heard of any other company that would be willing to do that and put that on the plate or on the table for people. So yes. Okay, there are two more things left. So we talked choose your own contractor, List Secure, Client Secure. Now we are on our 24/7, 365 person-to-person call-in procedure. What does that mean? That means that page 2 of the booklet, this is our claims process. If your clients need to make a claim on their home or condo, their house or condo or townhouse, they call the 800 number that's on here, and they're available around the clock. Or if you need something, like let's say you haven't set up your RealPro portal yet, and which RealPro is the portal that makes it really easy for you to order warranties and keep track of everything and that sort of thing. You can call the 800 number and basically utilize them as a free admin, which is awesome, especially if you're a solo agent versus on a team. So you can call our 800 number and have them order the warranty for you, ask them to email you the invoice, and then you'll get everything at your fingertips typically in less than 5 minutes.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, I mean, if right now it's crazy season, I don't know if you know a whole lot about like this time of year in real estate, but it's really busy, and it's crazy busy, partially because it's listing season and partially because it's air conditioning season. Now you're probably like, what the heck is air conditioning season? It's basically when it gets really hot out and people are turning their AC units on for the first time, and they're all just breaking down because of whatever. And so there are a ton of claims going on for air conditioning. So for that reason, yes. So for that reason, sometimes the hold times are a little bit longer than normal. Outside of AC season, our call center representatives typically answer the phone within 10 seconds. Because we get a weekly report of how quickly they answer. And then when they don't, usually it's within a minute. If not though, because sometimes I call them all the time because I need different things from them. But sometimes like maybe it's 12 people in the queue or whatever, and you don't want to sit and listen to hold music. There's this cool feature. You click the realtor button. I think it's number 3. And then once it gets past, if you get to 30 seconds and it says like, there are X number of people in the queue, you press 1 3 times and then they'll just call you back. And I haven't waited more than like 20 minutes to do that. So it's pretty nice. But the main point from that is the 800 number is available 24/7. So even though I have a sort of typical work week, I try to stick with 8:30 to 5, but I also check my phone otherwise because I care about my people. They're available 24/7. So if I can't answer because I'm at dinner or, well, maybe on a date, I don't know if I'll ever go on one of those again because of COVID. But if I'm ever unavailable at the moment, then feel free to call them. They can typically, if you have coverage questions, they can take care of that. If you'd like them to order your warranty, I actually can't do that. You have to call them to do that, or you have to do it on RealPro because I don't have the powers to be able to do that. Or if your clients have questions, it's best that they call them. I'm technically not supposed to work with your clients. Why is that? Well, because you, as their agent, I want to make you look good. So if you say, I got a gal and I have a home warranty gal and I'll see what I can do to take care of this, it makes you look really good when I make you seem like a superhero, or to your clients, because you were able to finagle something to kind of bend some rules because we work together. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So the last thing, this is the really exciting part. So your brokerage has decided, the ALC decided this actually. So your brokerage accepts a RESPA compliant compensable service fee. So I'm going to break this down for a second because RESPA compliant compensable service fee, that term is overwhelming. Do you know what RESPA is?
No, I don't.
I don't know what it stands for, but it's RESPA, and it's basically this group that I think it was like in 2008 or something when the market crashed. They made rules to make it so that mortgage and title and home warranty and all different real estate companies can't just pay people to work with them. And so RESPA made a rule that stated that. So instead of being able to just say, here's money, thanks for working with us, whatever, we require that there be some sort of administrative task accomplished in order to stay RESPA compliant. So what does that look like for you? Well, actually, first of all, how much money is it? So we'll pay your brokerage $100 per warranty if you've turned in either the home inspection or the data collection form within 60 days after closing. You can do it anytime once you've ordered it until 60 days post-closing. So that gives you a good chunk of change, usually at least 90 days to get it done. And I highly recommend doing the data collection form solely because the home inspection is your client's property, and it just, I mean, typically if there's a claim and we need to see it for some reason, I never hear of homeowners saying, no, you can't have my home inspection, but it's just good to cross your T's and dot your I's. But basically the data collection form consists of 11 main points. So it's basically the first 5 are things that you would already know. So it's like the square footage, the property, I think it's the property type, garage type, how many beds, how many bathrooms, and if it was professionally inspected. If it was, you click a checkbox and put the date. The part that you wouldn't necessarily already know, which is really easy to come by the way, is brand names of 6 of the major appliances. Now, why do we care about that? Because it allows us to kind of look into the future and see, you know, what things are breaking down more so that we can see where we're paying out on claims more in the future. It just gives us some extra knowledge and it's good to have. But otherwise, it's just really easy. So I am currently sitting in my new townhouse, and I closed on it June 19th. And in this regard, during my home inspection, my mom was my real estate agent. So, and she's at another KW office. And I helped her go onto the RealPro portal and basically fill out that form. It took me, including walking around to collect the brand names, it took me a total of 2 minutes. I timed it. And so it's so easy. It's something that if you don't already have checklists, I highly recommend that you create checklists for the different parts of the process, especially for this because it's easy cash. And I'll tell you that we'll pay your brokerage $100 per home warranty sold that has the data collection or home inspection submitted within 60 days of closing. But it's important to get that stuff submitted. So if it's not submitted, then once 60 days have passed, you know, I would say that at that point, if you're like, you know, I really could use that money and I just really forgot, let me know. But I'm trying to coach you now so we can avoid that, so I don't have to ask permission because it's pretty simple. Yeah. Does that make sense? I say that too much. Sorry about that. Okay, so all of that being said, the ALC, do you know what that is? No?
No. Sorry.
Chris, you want to elaborate? It's the Associate Leadership Council, is that right?
Yeah, we haven't gotten over that yet.
Okay, well, basically, the ALC in your office, it's basically the top 20%. There are various agents in the top 20% of your office, and they make it up. And so they're the ones that kind of make different decisions in the office, which is really cool about Keller Williams, because, you know, you get to be part of the decision-making force as an agent. So that's awesome. So, but they decided that the $100 gets split, and 50 of it goes right into your pocket, which is so nice because you can use it for marketing or whatever. And then $50 of it goes toward the brokerage for events like that you would love to have, like client appreciation events and things like that. So it's
Parties, outings.
Gotcha.
Cool. Yes. So all that being said, it's $100 that gets contributed toward things that benefit you. And I don't know about you, but I like easy passive income. So
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. So those were the main things. We still, you're about done with lunch, so I think we better wrap this up. What questions do you have or comments, concerns? What can I do for you?
So typically, and I mean, this may be a dumb question because I'm not really started yet, but so if a client that I have actually, you know, we purchased this home warranty and then they want to file a claim with it, do you find they typically get back in touch with like the agent, or do they just immediately usually call the 800 number?
They usually just follow this process. If they're having some kind of sticky situation, I encourage you to say, hey, just so you know, if you have any weird things come up, please feel free to let me know, because I can't fix anything that I don't know about. And then in turn, let me know, and then we'll see what we can do, because I know how the process works on my company's end. You know how to best work with your clients, right? So we'll collaborate and make and come up with some kind of agreement. Now, the important thing here is we do have terms and conditions for a reason, okay? So I am supposed, you can't know everything about a warranty, right? So I can usually ask for things to kind of bend the rules to help your clients out when learning curve type things happen. However, I'm not allowed to surpass the cash dollar limitations of coverage on page 6, okay? And they're pretty good. They're good dollar amounts. People get held up sometimes because other home warranty companies say, "Oh, I'm going to replace your air conditioner with an $8,000 unit." Blah blah blah. Well, I'll tell you. I know some of my coworkers used to work for some of those companies that would say that, and at cost, they bought them for like $300. So that's probably not the unit that most people want to put in their homes. So I want to share that, but also, I wouldn't have put this home warranty on my own property had I not believed in it. So that's kind of, yeah, I hope that answers your question. Please tell me if I got a little off base.
No, definitely. Yeah, that was really my only question about that, because I didn't know if, yeah, basically like how versed I would need to be in the process. But essentially, as long as I read over the packet, and if there's any kind of like sticky situation, I can get in touch with you and we can kind of work it out.
Here's something I'll tell you. Don't become the home warranty expert. That can get you in trouble as an agent.
Okay.
Have your client, if they have a question, say, home warranties offset costs of repairing or replacing units based on normal wear and tear. Check out this booklet. It outlines on pages 3 and 4 what items are covered, and check it out. If you have specific coverage questions, I'm not the home warranty expert. Please call 800-648-5006, and they will happily assist you 24/7. So if you're a night owl and want to call at 3 a.m., no problem. If you want to call at 3 a.m. on Christmas, we still have people covering the bases. So that makes sense?
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, well, if you don't have any other questions, I feel like I need to respect your lunch break time and let you go.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys taking the time. And thank you, Kristen, for inviting me.
You got it.
Yeah,
right.
it was my pleasure. And Kristen, did you give her my business card or anything yet?
I can send it out.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure if you have questions, please save my contact, or if you want to tell me your number now, I can text you my contact.
Okay, yeah, it's 614.
Ooh, we're recording.
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Just know that I'm trying to stop the recording, but I can't find, oh, there we go.
Okay.